Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm going to share with you how I make the most delicious island dessert. And this dessert is none other than the pemmy. Guys, it is so delicious. Some Caribbean island people call it conky. I know in Barbados that's how they call it. Some Caribbean islands also call it Thai leaf. Where I'm from in St. Lucia, we call it pemmy. Today, I decided to make my pemmy and show you guys how I make it. So come on guys, let's go. Okay guys, so for our pemmy or our conky, Thai leaf, however you want to call it, in the Caribbean where you're from, and to my American viewers, maybe it will be something new, so I hope you enjoy it. The ingredients are super simple. As I said, all you are going to need some yellow cornmeal, and you can go ahead and use any cornmeal. I prefer that you would use a cornmeal that's on the finer side. So for this, I'm using my Quaker cornmeal, but you can find any cornmeal in the grocery store. That's fine cornmeal, and go ahead and use that. A cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of butter, which I'm going to go ahead and get that melted down. 1 coconut, some cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla extract, some almond extract. I also have here some coconut extract. And I'm going to need some banana leaves. I bought these banana leaves. You can find it in the grocery store. If you're in the islands, you just go outside and cut your banana leaves from a banana tree. I'm going to go ahead and steam my banana leaf down. I'm going to show you how I do that. And you are going to need some twine. And as I said, if you're from the islands, you don't need the twine. From the same banana tree, you can just get the twine from there to tie your pemmy. And it is just so authentic and beautiful in your banana leaf. If by chance you cannot find banana leaves, guys, you can also go ahead and use aluminum foil for your pemmy. Please do not limit yourself if you cannot find banana leaves where you live or where you're from. If you're from the islands, you will be able to find banana leaves. But as I said, for my other viewers who may find it difficult to find banana leaves, you can go ahead and use aluminum foil. And I'll also maybe show you how to do it with the aluminum foil. I'll maybe make 1 or 2 with the aluminum foil to show you how easy it is. So please don't limit yourself, and don't let you not having the banana leaf prevent you from enjoying this delicious Caribbean dessert. So guys, that's it. That's all the ingredients. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and prepare my coconut. So I'm going to go ahead and crack my coconut open. Okay, so I cracked my coconut open. And I'm just going to go ahead and just take it off the shell. And you just take a knife and just push it under, and it should just come out. Like this. Like this, guys, and that's it. So I'm just going to go ahead and wash my coconut off. So my coconut is all rinsed off. You can go ahead and grate your coconut. I do not like grating. If there's one thing I do not like doing, is grating anything. So I'm going to go ahead and use my little blender here to blend my coconut. So feel free to go ahead and grate with a box grater. If you do not have a blender, guys, please do not limit yourself. Use whatever utensils or equipment that you have. Don't think that because you do not have a special piece of equipment that you cannot make a specific recipe. I'm just going to go ahead and cut up my coconut so that way it's easier for my blender to blend it. And that's it, guys. Now I just put it on here and blend. Look how beautiful. So the blender does the job just as well as a box grater would, or at least this little blender does. It just really gives me a nice finely grated coconut. So I'm going to just dump my grated coconut in here. And guys, look how beautiful it is. So 1 coconut, 1 cup of sugar. I'm using brown sugar. You can go ahead and use your white or your granulated sugar. For this recipe, I like using brown sugar. Just mix that all up. So I add my coconut and my sugar first because I like to make sure that my brown sugar is nice and dissolved in my coconut before I add in my other ingredients. It's 2 cups of cornmeal. Mix that in. And if you guys notice, I'm not adding any liquids yet because I did add water to get my coconut blended. Two tablespoons of melted unsalted butter. If you do not have unsalted butter, you can go ahead and use your salted butter because we also need a pinch of salt for this recipe. So if you use salted butter, just skip the pinch of salt. 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. 1 teaspoon of almond extract. I find that almond extract gives this pemmy a very delicious flavor, so I like to add it. And a teaspoon also of my coconut extract. Mix that in. And you do not want your mixture to be runny, so this is the consistency you want. If it's runny, you will not be able to put it in your banana leaf to wrap it up, guys. So that's why I did not add any water. I only use water in order to get my coconut blended. So if you feel that your mixture is runny, you'll need to go ahead and add some more cornmeal. And now we come in with the spices. For this recipe, the spices are very important, so you really cannot skip on the spices. So I'm going to go in with a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a teaspoon of nutmeg. And I know that nutmeg is more powerful than the cinnamon, but for this recipe, the nutmeg is really the spice that really makes this recipe pop. So go ahead and use a whole teaspoon of nutmeg, guys. Mix that in. And trust me, guys, it doesn't look too appetizing right now, but when it's all done, it is delicious. And if you want, you can go ahead and add some raisins in there. That's totally optional. I'm going old school with my pemmy. I'm not adding any raisins, but adding raisins in there is just also very beautiful, and it gives it a very nice little texture and flavor, especially if you have kids or if you want to put a twist on it. You can go ahead and add some dry fruits in there. And that's it, guys. Now, very importantly, I'm going to go ahead on my stovetop and I'm going to just warm up my banana leaves. Going to turn my heat on, and you just place your banana leaf on directly onto the flame. And you just softening up your banana leaf just to make it more pliable. And let me know in the comment section if you guys do that. But growing up, this is how I learned to do it. We would always put our banana leaves on the flame just to soften it up. So that way it becomes really soft and pliable. So you can wrap up your filling without your banana leaf breaking up. And just be careful and watch your fingers, guys. And you can just see it's just becoming really soft. That's it, and that's what you want. See the way it's just softening up your leaf? Perfect. That's it. So now you see how much more pliable your leaves are. So you'll be able to fold it into itself. But if you just leave it as is, when you fold it, it will just break apart. And that's it, guys. So now we are going to prepare and wrap up our pemmy. And I also at this time put some water in a pot to boil, because when you're done wrapping, you need your water to be ready to steam your pemmy. So now you just divide your banana leaf into sections, and each little section will serve as a little wrap or carrier for your filling. And that's it, guys. You just take a little section of leaf. You place your filling in here. And you decide how big or how little you want your pemmy to be. And you just go ahead and wrap it up like this. You fold it over. And then you fold over. And then you just use some twine. And I find it's just so pretty and authentic looking, guys, when you use the twine for this. And it smells so delicious. And go ahead and let me know in the comment section, guys, how you call this, where you're from, and if you've ever made pemmy before, and how difficult you think it is to make, because I think it's very easy to make. I don't think it's difficult at all. Because the ingredients are just so simple. And just really roll it up so when you put it in your pot of water, your filling does not fall out. That's the most important thing. And it smells so delicious, guys. So for those of you who cannot find the banana leaves, as I said earlier, you can go ahead and use aluminum foil. I'm going to show you how to do that. It's the same concept, nothing different. You just place it in your aluminum foil and then you just fold it and you put it in your pot and you steam it. You will get the same results. The banana leaf is just the authentic way that we do it in the Caribbean islands. So for my American viewers, I'm just giving you also the option to still prepare this delicious Caribbean dessert, even if you cannot find banana leaves. And that's it, guys. You just make sure you really tighten the edges of your foil so your filling doesn't fall out when you put it in your pot of hot water to steam. Very easy, very simple. This is how we do it if you do not have banana leaves. And this is the authentic way to do it with your banana leaves, guys. But as I said, please don't limit yourself. You do not need the banana leaves to do it. I think it's just so pretty with the banana leaves, and this dessert is just so delicious. So if you cannot find the banana leaves, I wouldn't worry about it because I've made it with my aluminum foil before. If I just feel for it and I do not have the banana leaves on hand. So now we are going to take this and bring it to our pot of boiling water. So I already had my water boiling because you need to have your hot water on whilst you wrap your pemmy. So that way your water is at the boiling point before you add your pemmy to it. I'm going to go ahead and add some salt to my water. And now I'm just going to go ahead and add in my wrapped pemmy. That's it, guys. Cover this up. And I'm going to let it boil for about 10 minutes. It doesn't take long. Basically, we're just steaming our pemmy. Okay, guys, so our pemmy is all done. I'm going to go ahead and take them out of the pot. And guys, it smells so delicious in here. And that's it, guys. That's how easy it is to make this delicious Caribbean dessert called the pemmy or conky or Thai alif, as some other people in other Caribbean countries will call it. But in my country, we call it pemmy. So we are going to go with our delicious pemmy. Look how beautiful. And this is what you want, guys. This is how it's supposed to look. Beautiful. We've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed how I make my delicious Caribbean dessert pemmy at home. Guys, please try it out and let me know in the comment section how it turned out for you. And also let me know in the comment section what you call it where you are from. And for my American viewers, I hope this is something new that you learned today. Please subscribe, like, and share. And please come back where I bring you more flavorful videos. Now, let's eat. So good. Until the next video, thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.